I went to go see Easy A. If you don't know what this is, it's like a teen movie. You're right, I'm not a teenager and I probably shouldn't be going to see these movies, but I really like Emma Stone. That's the only reason I went to go see the movie, because she's in it. I have a crush on her. She was in Superbad, she was in Zombieland. When I started writing Seeking Eleanor, Eleanor is based off Emma Stone, like, looks completely based off of her. She has this, like, auburn hair and these, like, gorgeous eyes. Let me show you a picture. She's one fine looking lady, isn't she? For the record, I'm not a lesbian. I know that's sad news for the lesbians out there. It's not that I have a problem with lesbians, I totally don't. It just so happens that I do like guys and the parts that go along with a guy, namely their arms and their back. And let's not go down the path of what I like about guys. We don't have enough time for that. And so I totally got thinking about crushes. People have crushes all the time. For the most part, there's not a ton of girls I have crushes on. There are a few. I don't think any of my guy friends would be like, yeah, I totally have a crush on Hugh Jackman. He's just so cool and badass. No, they're not gonna say that. But Hugh Jackman is pretty cool. I have a little bit of a crush on him too. Sometimes I think that celebrity crushes are better to have than, you know, crushes on people in real life, because then you're not gonna end your 30-year-old marriage and run off with, you know, the babysitter. My friend Noelle Pierce, she has this feature on her blog, and it's called Feast Your Eyes Friday, and it's people that she has crushes on. She did Gerard Butler, and then she did Rachel McAdams, and she rotates between 1 week's a guy, 1 week's a girl, and I don't know who this week's is. I'm sure it's gonna be somebody drool-worthy. And the whole point of this was just to say that crushes are really cool. The non-celebrity crushes. So I actually have something to show you for what came in the mail this week. A little while ago, I entered Susanna Burke's contest. It was an interview contest, and you were supposed to interview somebody who was dead. I chose Oscar Wilde, and I won the contest. And the prize of the contest was Heart of Glass by L.A. Dale. Not only that, but I even got an inscription. Hi T, hope you enjoy. Now you've got it. Page 166 to 169 are my personal faves. Hee hee. Vlog me, babe. I met L.A. Dale when she uploaded her book onto Autonomy, probably about a year ago. I'm really excited to get into reading this book though. Top of the pile. My fabulous find is actually a letter from Hunter S. Thompson, and he wrote to the Vancouver Sun he wanted a job. And I'm going to try to read it quickly because I don't want to take up too much time. Here we go. Sir, I got a hell of a kick reading the piece Time magazine did this week on the Sun. In addition to wishing you the best of luck, I'd also like to offer my services. Since I haven't seen a copy of the new Sun yet, I'll have to make this a tentative offer. I stepped into a dunghole the last time I took a job with a paper I didn't know anything about, see enclosed clippings, and I'm not quite ready to go charging up another blind alley. By the time you get this letter, I'll have gotten hold of some of the recent issues of the Sun. Unless it looks totally worthless, I'll let my offer stand. And don't think that my arrogance is unintentional. It's just that I'd rather offend you now than after I started working for you. I didn't make myself clear to the last man I worked for until after I took the job. It was as if the Marquis de Sade had suddenly found himself working for Billy Graham. The man despised me, of course, and I had nothing but contempt for him and everything he stood for. If you asked him, he'd tell you that I'm not very likable, that I hate people, that I just want to be left alone, and that I feel too superior to mingle with the average person. That's a direct quote from the memo he sent to the publisher. Nothing beats having good references. Of course, if you ask some of the other people I've worked for, you get a different set of answers. If you're interested enough to answer this letter, I'll be glad to furnish you with a list of references, including the lad I work for now. The enclosed clipping should give you a rough idea of who I am. It's a year old, however, and I've changed a bit since it was written. I've taken some writing courses from Columbia in my spare time, learned a hell of a lot from the newspaper business, and developed a healthy contempt for journalism as a profession. As far as I'm concerned, it's a damn shame that a field as potentially dynamic and vital as journalism should be overrun with dullards, bums, and hacks. Hag-ridden with apathy and compliance, and generally stuck in a bog of stagnant mediocrity. If this is what you're trying to get the Sun away from, then I'd like to work for you. Most of my experience has been in sports writing, but I can write everything from warmongering propaganda to learned book reviews. I can work 25 hours a day if necessary, live on any reasonable salary, and don't give a black damn for job security, office politics, or adverse public relations. I would rather be on the dole than work for a paper I was ashamed of. It's a long way from here to British Columbia, but I think I'd enjoy the trip if you think you can use me. Drop me a line. If not, good luck anyway. Sincerely, Hunter S. Thompson. Obviously, the Sun did not hire Hunter S. Thompson. Clearly, they are fools. But that is my fabulous find for this week. Are you ready for the weird crap around my house? So I have this decanter. You probably know I don't drink, so you're probably wondering why I have a decanter. My dad gave me this. I'm not sure why, but it's pretty cool. It is a San Francisco trolley car. It plays music, and that is weird crap around my house. And as per usual, we're gonna wrap things up with a little bit of learning from the Urban Dictionary. The first word we have on our list today is masturdating. This is a play on word with masturbating because masturbating is a solo act. Master-dating is a solo act as well. It's when you take yourself out to a fancy little dinner and then a movie. Well, you're master-dating. You are a master dater. And the second word is weenus. I really clicked on weenus because I thought it was gonna be like a wee penis, but actually it turns out that a weenus is the skin on your elbow. Well, that about wraps it up for this week. And of course, if you share it, if you retweet it, if you pass it along, if you like it, if you comment, if you subscribe, you will forever be in my heart. And I'll see you all next week for That Girl Tyson.
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations, all hands man your battle stations.
Let's check out pages 166 to 169. Dirty